Hello everybody, this is Starman and welcome back to Let's Play Leisure Suit Larry, Wet Dreams Try Twice. Well, last time you'll remember, we escaped from the KGB base on Kahlua and rescued Faith, only to be recaptured and put in these cages, which we managed to escape from with the last of our keys. And Faith has wandered off on her own into the labyrinth of hallways underneath the Prune building, and the only clue we have of how to get through is this map.
Now, let's see.
Which is cryptic, but the trick to this is that it is not telling you which directions to go, but which directions to avoid as you encounter certain things in the hallway. So, for instance, whenever we find a toilet or hear a toilet flush, we do not want to go right. Whenever we see a light bulb, we do not want to go left. Whenever we hear music, we don't want to go left. Whenever we hear a police siren, we don't want to go right. If we see a dinosaur sign, we don't want to go right. And I made myself a little cheat sheet for this, because you have to get so many of these correct before you find the way through the maze. And if you fail to find the proper
I'm sure
path,
that card reader is for this door.
Yeah, we can't go through that one because we don't have a card.
That is absolutely, totally the wrong way. I'm not going that way.
Because that's the way Faith went.
This is so totally, obviously the shortest route. Let's go.
And the more rooms you
This
go
looks
through,
familiar.
the more cues you get. So here we have a red barrel, which oddly enough, red barrel is not on the list. So the trick here is we want to take the door to the north or the door to the south. We do have a leaking pipe, which doesn't help us because that says not to go to the right. So we'll go ahead and take the door to the south.
Wait, haven't I been here before?
Which was the wrong answer.
This is so
Okay, so here we have a blue barrel, which blue barrel you don't want to go north, so we'll go south. Okay, now we heard music, and we hear music, we don't want to go left. We see a mouse trap, so we don't want to go north. Which means either go to the right or go to the south, but there's no south, so we'll go right. And it is possible to get through this by save scumming, just save and keep trying entrances.
This place is very confusing.
Okay, we should get a sound cue. Okay, the sound of love. I have it marked as love because it's a heart on the map. So that is, we don't want to go north. We have a train. Which the train noise is we don't want to go south, and the red light is we don't want to go left. So we want to keep going east. Okay, so we have a mouse hole and a car. Audio cue, I think. And a police siren. Okay, so police siren is we don't want to go east. Car noise, or train noise, is we don't want to go south. And the leaking pipe is we don't want to go... Wait, not leaking pipe. Move my hand there. Mouse hole is down. So, with all of that on there... Yes, police is right. Plane, or the train noise. I wrote down plane because I think that is actually meant to be a train rather than a plane. Either way, train noise, we don't want to go down. Police, we don't want to go east. And the mouse trap. Well, it's not a mouse trap. Either way, you want to head back. Okay, so we got 3 arrows. There's dog barking, which is don't go west. We got the arrows, 3 arrows going right, which is we don't want to go up, which means south or east. We got a leaking pipe, which is don't go right, so we'll go south.
I think I'm walking in circles.
And we didn't get any kind of audio cue here. So I am going to just this once.
Wait, haven't I been here before? Wait, haven't I been here before?
Okay. Third time's the charm.
Wait, haven't I been here before?
Okay, fourth. Fourth time is the charm.
Password.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wrong.
Oh yeah. So what's the right one then?
It's, Hey, you're not gonna trick me that easy.
Yes?
What do you mean, yes?
Passwords are important. Otherwise, just anyone could walk right in.
And what's the password?
I don't care. I'm not picky.
You can't come in if you don't know the password.
I don't need one.
Yes, I am.
No.
Yes, I am.
No.
Yes, I am.
No.
Ooh.
Wait a minute. I know you.
No. No way. The revolution is way too deep underground. We're all unknown and anonymous.
You're the policeman who arrested me. Weren't you the second most handsome man in New Lost Wages?
The most handsome.
Not now that Larry Lapper's back in town. But see, I was right. It is you.
That doesn't make any difference. We're anonymous. You can't get in without a password.
Have you forgotten that you couldn't even stop me when I was locked up?
Of course I stopped you.
I escaped from the cell. I don't want to talk about how I escaped. And cucumbers have absolutely nothing to do with it, but I did escape. While you, Mr. Googly Eyes, didn't even notice.
Huh. You still can't get in without the password.
I bring a message from the revolutionary cell in,
Oh yeah? Where from?
Kahlua?
Oh, El Commandante will want to hear this. Come on in.
El Commandante?
It worked.
Oh, this is the old lab underneath Lefty's where I woke up that day.
Well, so you finally found your way, did you?
Yes, and as opposed to you, I took the official route and did not take any shortcuts.
I just read Nari's map the way she meant it.
It was meant differently.
I don't think you're in a position to judge that.
She drew it.
Okay, let's just drop it. How could you even work with that Wang guy?
I admit, at first, he inspired me and swept me along. But then I realized he was walking a dangerous path.
What is Wang's plan?
Every PiBot is like a Trojan horse. If Mr. Wang succeeds in equipping every household in America with a PiBot, it'll almost be as if he were there himself, his puppets in every home. And if the self-learning AI works the way it's supposed to...
Oh, it does. We saw that with Larry's Pi. Now the software has found its way into the PiBot's sophisticated hardware, it will evolve even faster and become much more dangerous. My adaptive AI will be able to adapt to any situation, to every single person in its environment.
while serving as Wang's eyes and ears.
My Pi would never have turned evil.
Wait a minute. Larry, that's it.
What?
I didn't realize which factor prevented your Pi from becoming evil. It was you.
I didn't do anything.
Exactly. You didn't try to use her intelligence for any evil purpose. And however unusual you may be, you were just you.
And that's more than enough, baby.
But now Mr. Wang has the AI under his control in a bunch of really hot-looking robots with sex routines that are incredible. I spent a lot of time on their development and quality control.
What is Wang gonna do with them?
On the one hand, he'll have total control over every household. And on the other hand, a PiBot can use sex to make other people compliant.
Larry, you'd be the first person to buy one of these.
That's a vile insinuation.
You'd change your mind if you'd experience my sex routines firsthand.
But we're still fighting the PiBots, right?
Oh, of course.
But it's not even close to being the greatest danger. Wang underestimates what the AI could do with the PiBots. They could start rebelling against humans, develop their own super intelligence, decide that humanity is superfluous.
The singularity.
I'd rather see the singularity.
Come on. That was gold.
So this is the revolution?
Not entirely. But we still have to hope that our smuggler gets through. We haven't heard from her. I hope the Prune goons didn't catch her. She's carrying contraband that we really need.
What's the deal with this lab anyway?
I'm not sure. I searched the secret tunnel system for some old deserted spot to set up our headquarters. A rundown factory seemed like the ideal place.
Above it is a rundown bar.
Somehow that really doesn't surprise me. I have no idea what they used to make here. It could be a secret KGB headquarters from back in the 80s.
No, they have more helicopters. So, what can we do?
Yes, we need a plan.
To stop a global conglomerate like Prune.
I've got it! We'll get a tank.
And just what are you going to do with it?
Well, a long pipe is never useless.
He's right about that.
Don't encourage him.
We already have a plan.
Larry, I don't think you've met El Commandante.
Wait a minute. I know that voice. Lefty. Lefto.
El Commandante Lefto. I had to come back, Larry. New lost wages is in danger. All of mankind is in danger.
That's very noble of you, Lefty.
Besides, Nari said that I can do the catering for the Prune Canteen when it's all over.
El Commandante Lefto knows everyone in town. He can get anything. He has informants everywhere. Thanks to him, we have a chance.
So, what's the plan?
I didn't work on the software for the PiBots. I programmed a virus instead. I'd already tested it on the decommissioned PiBot here at headquarters. But to transfer it to all of the PiBots in the factory, I'll have to transfer it to the master model first. But I'll need a female-to-female adapter to do that, and I don't have one.
Leave that to me. I'm a specialist when it comes to finding female parts.
I'm afraid I have to agree.
The only way we're gonna get one of these adapters is from the dark net. I can explain that to you later, Larry. However, I still need full access to Prune systems. I need a master password for that. Don't you have one, Miss Faith?
I had one, but it was stored on my Pi phone. I don't memorize all my passwords. Besides, I had to leave all that to BJ, so nobody would suspect anything. And BJ's dead.
What? He's dead?
He died in the explosion at my villa, the one you set off.
He wasn't even in the house when it exploded.
He wasn't?
I saw him after the explosion, but I have no idea where he is now.
Oh, he's back in New Lost Wages. He rang the doorbell at Prune and wanted his job back. Wang took him prisoner, so I had to lock him up the same way I did you guys earlier. If I could remember exactly where in the underground prison system I put him.
He can stay there for all I care. But we need the master password from him.
Well, at least he's close by. Hopefully he hasn't forgotten the master password. So, to recap...
We have to find out where our smuggler is with the goods.
We need a female-to-female adapter, which we'll have to get from the darknet.
And we have to find BJ.
Then, we have to sneak into the Prune factory and upload my virus into the primary PiBot so that it can propagate and disable and block all the other PiBots.
And then we have to destroy the AI so no one can ever abuse it again.
And then I get the commission for the Prune Canteen.
And then I get the power. And then I get the women. Well, maybe not.
Good thing I have a quest log this time.
Oh, what?
Sorry, just talking to myself.
Okay.
There's still room for improvement as far as the sexiness is concerned. I'd rather not get involved with that kind of technology. El Commandante somehow kinda scares me too. If it wasn't for Nari, we would never have gotten out of that cage. And she's pretty hot as a non-cannibal too.
Okay, well...
There's some kind of sign leaning against the machine. It's a sign for the ladies' room. Why is it lying here? I don't think he's that good looking. Hello?
What is it now?
Why are you still standing back there?
It's my job.
What is your job?
Bouncer. Nobody does it better than me. So, assuming it's a door with a slot like this.
And what's the password?
None of your business.
Hey, I'm already in. You can tell me now.
True enough. It's storefront unpaved.
I don't get it.
You don't have to.
I don't think you look that good.
Really? Should we put it to a vote? I can come out if that's the way you want it.
That's all right. It's better if you stay back there.
Less objects to spend on, for them to spend game money on.
Why are you part of the revolution?
Because I'm committed to law and order.
But this is an underground movement.
There's a difference between legal and legitimate.
I have to admit, I really didn't think you had it in you. Do you know anything about the darknet?
I don't deal with cybercrime. The internet is full of shady characters. Anyone who uses the internet probably plays violent video games too. I prefer to arrest my criminals on the street.
I'll just be going now. Lefty, Lefto,
El Commandante.
have you brewed a revolution beer yet?
Not yet, but I already have many ideas for it. I'd like to combine the typical taste of New Lost Wages with an exotic touch.
Pineapple?
No. It's a very special kind of cactus that I discovered at CanCom.
Did you get it from El Rey?
Oh, you know this cactus?
Only too well.
Yeah, that would be the cactus that causes you to hallucinate and have visions.
Who made you the leader of the revolution anyway?
Nari.
Nari seems quite capable to me.
She had to maintain her cover at Prune. She was the only one who could get us the inside information.
That sounds surprisingly reasonable and understandable.
Besides, I would have to have shaved off my mustache.
And now you don't.
Anyway, I'm the one who knows the tunnel system under New Lost Wages like the back of my hand.
In other words, you've always been smuggling stuff down here.
That was self-defense against the authorities. I've always been a revolutionary, so to speak.
No, more a petty criminal. When did you start smoking?
I don't really smoke.
But you are.
The revolution requires many sacrifices.
Yeah, but does it have to be the air we breathe?
Nari.
Well, I'm here too.
Yeah, apparently.
I could lead a revolution like this too.
You?
Hey, I rescued Faith, demystified an island legend, pacified a tribe of lesbian cannibals, and took out a vicious agent with a KGB helicopter.
You made up at least half of that. Anyway, I'm the one who knows the tunnel system under New Lost Wages like the back of my hand.
In other words,
I've all...
no.
And
Who made you the leader of the revolution anyway?
Nari.
let's go ahead and try the last one.
Your craft beer cauterized my guts.
Ah, that was the old recipe.
New one probably leaves nothing behind except a hole in the ground.
Anyway, I'm the one who knows the tunnel system under New Lost Wages like the back of my hand.
In other words, you've always been smuggling stuff down here.
That was self-defense against the authorities. I've always been a revolutionary, so to speak.
No, more a petty criminal. You really need the eye patch?
My girlfriend thinks it makes me look dashing.
You have a girlfriend? Hopefully you're not talking about that broken robot back there.
Would that bother you?
A little. How did I get into the darknet?
It's not easy, Larry. The darknet is even harder to find in these tunnels than the HQ. You need perfect, absolutely infallible directions.
So tell me.
Larry, I'm not a man of many words. I'm more a visual guy. The motto of my sex life.
Too much information. What else can you tell me about the darknet?
Not so loud, Larry. You don't want to talk about the darknet.
We're deep underground, Lefty.
They have ears everywhere.
What exactly do you have to do with the darknet?
Larry, you may think I'm a simple bartender, but the truth is, I'm...
Bad bartender?
No, Larry. I'm an entrepreneur.
What kind of manure?
Businessman, Larry. I'm even a serial entrepreneur.
I don't understand a word you're saying. What is that supposed to mean?
I've founded tons of companies and they all went bankrupt. But to start those companies, I had to get a ton of material from dark sources.
The darknet.
Exactly. The things you can find there, you can't even begin to imagine.
Now that just makes me more curious than ever. I have to go. The revolution will not wait. Faith,
Yes?
you could be the head of Prune again.
You know, seeing these rooms again, I mean, not these smelly underground rooms, but the tower itself, I've left all that behind me. This isn't my life anymore, Larry. I've deliberately kept myself in the shadows all these years. BJ's shadow, because I had no choice. I just want to leave this whole damn tech industry behind me.
Are you okay? You seem so down.
I'm not down. I just know pretty well what I don't want anymore.
Is there anything I can do to cheer you up?
No, just leave me alone.
Okay. I'll leave you alone.
Thank you.
Hey, Nari. Why does Wang have a golden colt?
It's one of the more harmless things he has. You really don't want to know what else I found in his office.
Oh, I think that'd be interesting to hear.
No, even you couldn't possibly begin to imagine.
Even worse than a unicorn in the...
Much worse.
Do you remember where BJ was locked up?
It was a prison cell beneath Prune. Getting there was rather complicated. Let me see if I can piece it back together. Anyway, at first, I went north and ended up coming out of a door from the north. I never turned around and went straight back through the same door. I went in each direction twice, but the second time in the same direction was only after I had already gone once in each direction. Oh, I almost forgot the most important thing. Never, ever go counterclockwise.
I'll give it a try.
And you call that complicated? Yeah, let's... Get
Could
that
you repeat
again.
Of course. Let me see if I can piece it back together. Anyway, at first, I went north and ended up coming out of a door from the north. I never turned around and went straight back through the same door. I went in each direction twice, but the second time in the same direction was only after I had already gone once in each direction. Oh, I almost forgot the most important thing. Never, ever go counterclockwise.
I'll give it a try. And you call that complicated?
Then you won't have any trouble finding it.
What are we gonna do with the adapter?
Miss Faith established 3 laws of sex robotics at Prune.
First law, a PiBot must always be sexy.
Larry, first law, rule number 1, a PiBot may not harm a human being.
During sex.
That's implied. Second law, a PiBot cannot buy stock.
Good rule.
Third law, PiBots cannot exchange information with each other. That's to prevent PiBots from forming a network, and I'm afraid Wang wants to do just that.
So we need the adapter
to connect our manipulated PiBot directly to the central PiBot and thus transmit the virus.
How does a female-female adapter work?
You should know what a male-to-female adapter looks like.
You got that right, baby. You don't want to know how many things I've adapted myself.
Just like that, but on both ends.
Wow. You'd have to be pretty flexible. What was that darknet thing?
Don't you know what the darknet is?
It's kind of like the internet.
I guess. At least that's not all wrong. The darknet is a disreputable and dangerous place. As illegal as it gets. It's where you go to get the things you need that aren't available anywhere else.
Now things are getting interesting.
You shouldn't get caught doing it, though.
How do I find it?
You will need to go through Tor to get into the darknet.
And how do I get there?
It's pretty complicated. As a matter of fact, that's not so easy to do right now. At least, not since El Commandante scribbled his crazy stuff all over my directions. But you're a resourceful guy, Larry. In the darknet, you don't pay in dollars. You pay in cryptocurrency. The Clickcoin cryptocurrency has really skyrocketed recently. It's now accepted everywhere. You need a wallet for that. Here. I've already created a fake account with a large amount of funds for you for the wallet. To get the money, you have to go to the crypto cash machine in the tunnels, but it has a defect. The smuggler was supposed to bring the spare part. Find her and install the part. Then you can withdraw the cryptocurrency from your wallet, so go and buy the adapter on the darknet.
It's as good as done.
Great. I knew I could count on you. You get the spare part from the crypto cash machine from the smuggler. She chose the ladies' room as her secret drop-off point. You'll have to look for it in the tunnels.
What can you tell me about the smuggler?
I'm worried about her. She should have been here by now. Maybe she was followed and had to go into hiding.
How will I recognize her?
You'll know her when you meet her in the ladies' room.
What's the deal with this cryptocurrency?
I don't know exactly who's behind it. Supposedly, the people have their headquarters in a secret place far away. They must be real geniuses.
They're kind of weird.
I beg your pardon?
And nothing.
All right.
See you later.
See you later.
Lefty. Lefto.
El Commandante.
So I think that gives us everything except we do need directions to get into the darknet.
I have to go. The revolution will not wait. The universally recognized symbol for a ladies' room. The wallet's empty. Too bad.
And I think that is everything.
Wait, I just had to walk through that door to get here? That's so totally complicated.
All right, well,
I've had my fair share of Prune access cards in my life. Now I've unlocked it. Those two things... That's fine.
Alright, well, some cables.
Black cables are bad luck. Or was that something else? It's locked. It's locked.
Alright, well, we're at the half-hour mark now, so I'm going to go ahead and stop here. And next time, we will continue back into the maze. We'll see you then.